Hey, what's going on, everybody? Steve here, Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com, coming back to you with another video. And in today's video, I want to share with you very quickly and efficiently the 5 steps that I use to manage my time. And hopefully these 5 steps can help you to easily be able to manage your time better, to achieve more, to get more done in your life, in your business, to make more money, and really anything that you want. So these are the 5 steps that I go through pretty much each and every day when I am looking to manage my time better, get more stuff done, and ultimately achieve my outcomes. So just want to say hello to everybody. I haven't gone live in a long time. Hopefully everyone is doing well. If you are watching live right now, drop a comment down below. If you can see in the background, I've got a bunch of junk in my trunk right now. I've got gym bag, just left the gym. I've got my suitcase because I'm in Connecticut, getting ready to go back to Miami. And just want to come to you guys and bring some value. So 5 steps to manage your time. Step number 1, you need to make sure to document everything that you want to do. A lot of times people don't get done because of, paralysis by analysis. They're just paralyzed by analyzing all the various things that they need to do. And the truth is, we all have 1,000,001 things that we need to do, but the people who are most successful and achieve their goals, they define exactly what's most important to them, and then they get after it. So step number 1, you need to document everything. You've got to get it all out. I like to call that a brain dump. You can use a lot of different things, from a journal, a pen and a pad, a Google document, Microsoft Word. Personally, I like to use Trello. And what you want to do is you just want to brain dump all of your ideas, all the things that you want to do, get it out on a piece of paper. You don't want to fall victim to, paralysis by analysis and just getting stuck and paralyzed because you have so many different things to do, you get nothing done at all. So define everything that you need to do. That's step number 1, document it, brain dump it. Number 2, you need to go through all the things that you want to do. Maybe you're looking at it from a 5-foot view or a 10-foot view, or maybe a 5,000-foot view, which is like a monthly or a 6-month view. But most people are going to look at it from like a day to weekly view. Once you take that next step forward, you can look at it from a monthly view. But take a look at maybe your day and write down the 10, 15 things that you want to do. And step number 2, prioritize. What are the most important things that if you were to do these 1, 2, 3 things, Brian Tracy likes to call it eat that frog. What's that frog that if you ate it, that one thing, if you got done, it would make all the difference in your business? Let's talk about maybe a Poshmark business or an eBay business. What's that one thing? Maybe it's listing 10 items per day. Maybe you have 1,000,000 things you need to do. Like you have to go sourcing, you have to negotiate some deals, you need to list 10 items, you need to clean your inventory section, you need to order new USPS boxes. Maybe you need to go to a networking meetup or something. You have 1,000,000 things you need to do. Define what are the things that are going to lead you to what you really want to accomplish most. What's that top action? Maybe it's listing 10 items a day. So let's go with that. You wrote down all the different things you need to do. You defined what you prioritized your actions, and you realized, okay, that top action is going to be listing 10 items a day. 10 items. Number 3 is you need to define your outcome. What is it that you actually want? So a lot of times people will say, I want to list items, or I want to grow my business. I want to make $100 a day. Define exactly how you're going to do it. So I kind of jumped ahead. Listing 10 items is your definition. You want to list 10 items. You want to make $100 profit. Define exactly why it is that you're doing what it is that you're doing. So document everything you need to do. Prioritize all your top actions. Maybe you realize you need to list your items. Now let's define our outcome. We want to list 10 items. Get very, very specific. Make it a definite. Next, you want to optimize your actions the best that you possibly can. So how would you optimize your listing? Well, one thing that I like to do is the night before, when I was listing on a regular basis in my eBay business, is the night before I would set aside 10 items that I wanted to list. You ever get to the point where you're getting ready to list 10 items and now you have to go into your inventory, you're searching for all your inventory, everything's a mess, you don't know what to list. And again, it's that paralysis by analysis. You're just overwhelmed, you're stressed, you have so many things going on. You're like, oh, I wish I would have just laid out the 10 items I needed to list so I was ready and prepared that day. And that's a great way to optimize. You can optimize your listing process by getting everything prepared. Another thing you could do is make sure that your workstation is very clean. You can make sure your mannequin's out. You can make sure your steamer is ready and there's water in it so you could steam all your clothes. Whatever it is, ask yourself, how can I optimize this this process, this system? What can I do to make this a better experience? And you can optimize it on all types of levels. Like, for example, when I'm listing on eBay or listing on Amazon, I love to listen to an audiobook. I'm optimizing it. I'm learning. I'm educating myself while I'm doing, a repetitive task. So that's a great way to optimize. And lastly, you want to ask yourself, how can I leverage whatever it is that I'm doing right now? A lot of people, they don't leverage their eBay business by utilizing virtual assistants, or they don't leverage their business by looking into sourcing opportunities that maybe have inventory coming to them instead of them always going after it. They don't leverage their business by batching different systems and maybe focusing on one part of the eBay business and then hiring somebody to maybe list or take pictures. What can you do to leverage your time? What is the most important thing that you need to be doing? Everything else that's not directly correlated to you reaching that outcome, outsource it as much as you possibly can. What's going on, flipping goodies? What's going on, everybody? We got a bunch of people in the comments right now. Great to see you. So the 5 steps: number 1, document everything you need to do. Number 2, prioritize your top actions. You've got 20 things you need to do. Let's prioritize. What are the 1, 2, 3 things that I want to do? Number 3, create a definite outcome. Don't just say I want to list items or I want to go sourcing. Become definite. Your mind loves to achieve things that it knows that it needs to reach. If it knows it needs to reach 10 items, you're going to go for that. You're going to make that happen. But if you're, wishy-washy and you're not clear on what you want, you're going to get distracted and your brain's going to pull you towards something else. And you've got to get these things that are really important in your life done. You've got to get them done. So definite outcome, make it 100% clear what it is you're going to do. Number 4, optimize your actions. How can you make it even better? How can you improve it? What can you do to set yourself up for success? We use the example of the night before. If you're going to list 10 items, get those 10 items right on the table. Maybe you want to clean them the night before. Do a couple of things that you find maybe annoying, like cleaning or measuring or things like that. And maybe you want to just take all the pictures first, right? And then whatever you want to do, optimize the entire experience. Maybe during shipping, the Bonafide Hustler optimizes his shipping process by, after he's done listing, he puts them all in boxes and he organizes them in a special system, which you might have seen on his YouTube channel. And when it comes to shipping, boom, 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 he's shipping it really quick because he's optimized that process. And number 5, leverage. Always ask yourself, how can I leverage this? How can I outsource this? Or how can I improve this? It's a building block to optimizing, leveraging. You want to optimize, and then you want to figure out how you can leverage it, how you can get something done without you having to work as hard, without you having to exchange your time. The easiest way is hiring people or finding new systems or new solutions or new softwares. Sometimes you can eliminate something altogether by just having a software do it for you. So we got UES and I stretch it until I use it. I don't know what that means. We can take that a lot of different ways. But I hope everybody is doing well. Everything's going great over here, and I just want to bring you guys some value, and hopefully this was able to help you. Managing your time is very important. We all have 24 hours in a day, but the people who get ahead most, they make sure that they're utilizing their time, they're focusing on things that are important, they're optimizing, they're leveraging their time, and they're crystal clear on what it is they want. So with that being said, keep on picking and making that money, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.